Welcome to video 6, where we're going to be harnessing the power of authentic happiness and setting your purpose into action. In this video, we're going to explore the practicalities and importance of following your joy. I'll pose some questions to help identify where your purpose may already be in action. We'll look at how to start utilising your inner compass and what it means to proactively set your purpose in tension. Now, in the last session, I claimed that it's your purpose to be happy. But that's not quite the end of the story. You see, happiness is a lively character, and it wants to play an active role in your life. Authentic happiness has a naturally expanding quality to it, which means it's not content to just sit there doing nothing. It wants to reach out and touch the world. It wants to connect and share. It wants to take up its rightful place as a fully paid up member of the universe's social club. Happiness is your purpose, but it's also your purpose to let happiness guide you into action, for you to follow your joy. Now, the key to following your joy and living with purpose is to trust your wisdom. A big and important question that you may have asked yourself is, what should I be doing with my life? And this is a question that can only be truthfully answered by your innate wisdom, which will always point you back in the direction of happiness. In fact, we could say that wisdom is an agent working on behalf of happiness. It's the middleman that endeavours to match together specific behaviours with authentic well-being, and it's your job just to pay attention. Your happiness already knows what you should do with your life, and it employs your wisdom to give you instructions on what to do, what decisions to make, which ways to turn. And those instructions show up as feelings of inspiration. When you fail to act on your inspiration, at some level you inevitably suffer because you've said no to happiness. But when you follow through on your inspiration, you get a big thumbs up from your essential self, and happiness is reinforced. Happiness already knows which job you should take, whether you should spend or save, up sticks or stay where you are. The skill is to quieten the voice of your ego and just to tune in to what you feel most inspired to do, even if you don't quite understand why. Living on purpose is about deciding what happiness in action looks like for you, and then committing to live your life in accordance with that vision. Or, as Howard Thurman so eloquently put it, don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive, and then go do that. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. To gain clarity on what a happy and purposeful life looks like for you, it can be useful to reflect on the times when you've naturally felt good, or that life just felt effortless. So here are 5 questions that I'd like you to spend some time contemplating. What are you usually doing when you feel most alive on the inside? What do you feel most naturally passionate about? They say that time flies when you're having fun. So what are you doing when time passes most quickly? What aspects of work would you still want to do even if you did it for free? And what unique gifts or talents do you have that you enjoy utilising? Please do take time to give these questions plenty of thought. There's an accompanying worksheet to help you with this at the end of the session, but why not pause the video now and see what answers come to you? Each of those questions reflected a natural quality of what authentic happiness should feel like in action. Thinking about the way that you responded to them, what can you learn about the way your unconditioned self wants you to live your life? Is there a consistent theme in each of the answers? A useful way to find out would be to complete this sentence. I feel I am living on purpose when I'm... Perhaps for you, it's when you're connecting with people, or being creative, learning, solving problems, teaching, coaching or mentoring, taking care of something, or being an entrepreneur, representing a cause, or perhaps it's something else. The purpose of this exercise is that as you get clear about which actions and behaviours are harmonised with your authentic happiness, you're able to use that knowledge to help you when making future decisions about your life. It's a bit like having an inner compass. For example, if you've discovered that you feel most alive, most on purpose when you're connected with other people, then we can say that connecting with others is your true north. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you're unable to connect with others, then for you, that will just feel wrong. It would be like heading south against the flow of your inspiration. Now, a compass needle doesn't have to think about pointing north, it's just compelled to go there. And it's the same with your purpose. The more you resist heading in the direction of north, the more friction and frustration you'll feel. Whereas the more you organise your life to head in a northerly direction, the more effortless and satisfying the journey will be. So another question I encourage you to work on is, what would you need to do more of, less of, or do differently to head true north more often? You know, it's incredibly easy for life to take on a life of its own, especially as we strive to accommodate all the demands that are placed on us. And that means we often lose sight of what's most important. It's one thing to know what true north is for you, but it's quite another to consistently ensure that you're heading in that direction. And that's why it's crucial to regularly refresh your purpose intention. By this, I mean getting into the habit of proactively thinking about what true north is and reaffirming your commitment to honouring it through your daily actions. By regularly strengthening your intention, you're more inclined to live your life by design rather than by default and have more fun than you know what to do with. I recommend starting each day with a mini meditation, something along the lines of, today I decide my life will be about, and then just insert whatever feels most inspiring for you. Now, a couple of key principles to remember are, living your purpose is a choice to make love and happiness your number one priority. And when you let your joy guide your actions, you reinforce your connection to your most authentic self. Your exercise for this session is to use the Purpose into Action worksheet, which you can download below this video to get clear on the kinds of actions your happiness wants you to engage in, so you can plan to experience more of what makes you come alive. In the next session, we're going to take purpose to the next level and apply the principles that give life its real depth and meaning. It's all about making a difference. So, when you're ready, I'll meet you on the other side.